What if the reason you overthink isn't because you're not good enough, but because you fear people will realize you're not as good as they think? The worst part? It happens when things are going well, when people trust you, and suddenly you can't afford to mess up. If you're tired of living like every day is a test, this is for you. Today we'll uncover why this happens and how to break free from constantly proving your worth. Emma got the job.
Good morning, Emma.
Morning.
The kind people don't
Great
question.
presentation yesterday.
Good
Thank you
title,
both. I
good
appreciate
company,
that.
smart team. Everyone congratulated her. You earned this.
Fantastic job, Emma.
We knew you could do it.
We knew you.
She smiled, said thank you. But that night, she sat alone in her room, laptop open, offer letter still glowing on the screen, reading it again and again. Why me? Not because she thought she was bad, but because she couldn't clearly explain why she was good enough. There was no single moment she could point to and say, "That's why I deserve this." Just a series of things that worked out, answers that landed, decisions that happened to be right. And that made everything feel unstable, like something she could lose. Like if someone looked closely enough, they would see the gaps she was trying not to notice. On her first day, she didn't panic. She listened. She asked questions. She learned. Everything felt normal. But after a few days, something changed. Not in her ability, but in how she saw herself. People started saying, "You're doing great." That was a really good point. And instead of feeling relieved, she felt pressure. Because now, there was something to live up to. And the more they trusted her, the more she felt like she had something to protect. She didn't feel behind. She felt exposed. Not because she didn't know anything, but because she believed she wasn't allowed to not know. So she adjusted. She became more careful. She started filtering herself, only speaking when she felt safe enough. Not trying to be right, just trying not to be wrong. She paid attention to others, how they spoke, how they explained things. And slowly, she improved. People trusted her more, asked for her opinion. "You're really good at this." And that's when everything got heavier. Because now, it wasn't just about learning anymore. It was about maintaining the version of her they believed in. And the better she performed, the more it felt like she was building something fragile. Something that could collapse the moment she slipped. Weeks passed. Emma got better, sharper, faster, more confident on the outside. But inside, something else was growing. Pressure. Because every compliment raised the stakes. They trust me. So what if this is the moment they realize they shouldn't? Meetings started to feel different. Not harder, but riskier. Every question felt like exposure. Every pause felt dangerous. Her body reacted before her thoughts did. Her name being called felt like a spotlight.
Emma,
Her chest tightened. Her hands felt colder. She would think of what to say, rehearse it in her head, change it, rehearse again, and still decide not to say it. Because once it was said, she couldn't take it back. And being wrong didn't feel like feedback. It felt like confirmation. And over time, it stopped feeling like work. It felt like performance. Like every word had to be measured. Every reaction had to be controlled. Not to do well, but to avoid slipping. Because slipping didn't just mean making a mistake. It meant breaking the illusion that she had everything under control. And the more she thought about it, the more exhausting it became. Not because the job was hard, but because she was never allowed to be seen struggling in it. One afternoon, Emma was asked a question. Simple. Something she might have known. She had an idea, but she hesitated. Because in her mind, it wasn't about answering. It was about risking being wrong. And being wrong didn't feel like a mistake. It felt like proof. The room waited. A second passed. Then another. That silence wasn't loud, but it felt unbearable. Like every second was stretching too long. Like something was slowly being revealed. Her heart pounded. This is it. They see it now. This is where it falls apart. She wanted to say something, anything, or disappear completely. But she froze. Her mind wasn't empty. It was too full. Too many thoughts. Too many ways to be wrong. Too many consequences. And in that moment, it wasn't just about that question anymore. It was about every moment she stayed quiet. Every time she held back. Every time she chose safety over honesty. It all stacked up. Not as failure, but as pressure. Like she had been holding her breath for weeks and didn't even realize it until she couldn't anymore. Then, someone else spoke. I'm not sure either. Another voice. Yeah, I'd need to think about that. A few light laughs. Emma blinked, looked around, and for the first time, she noticed something different. People weren't certain. They were just comfortable not being certain. They weren't better than her. They just didn't treat every moment like a test they could fail. She took a breath. Not confident, but lighter. I think we might be overcomplicating this. Her voice wasn't perfect, but it was real. And this time, she didn't need it to be perfect.
I know this might seem sudden,
She just spoke,
but I need to be honest
and nothing
about what happened
collapsed.
this morning.
No one exposed her. No one reacted. The moment passed. And maybe that's why it never felt like enough. Because no matter how well she did, she wasn't experiencing it as growth. She was experiencing it as survival. And survival never feels secure. It only feels temporary. So even when things were going right, it still felt like something could go wrong at any moment. So maybe the real problem was never that you're not good enough. Maybe it's that you've been living like every moment is something you have to prove. Comment 100 if you've ever felt this. Or tell me, what was your Emma moment? Because the truth is, you're not a fraud. You're just someone who believes your value can be taken away the moment you stop performing. And maybe you were never supposed to prove it in the first place. Maybe growth was always meant to look like uncertainty, and the only reason it feels like fear is because you think you're not allowed to have it.